Have you ever used double steal in Fossil Cup without using Ferrothorn? Well, here I am today doing exactly that. We're gonna use a Mud Boy up in front while at the back double steal is gonna take over, and this team is not gonna be afraid pretty much of anything other than something like an Escavalier up in front, but still it is pretty manageable with your team as it is. So Quagsire here is gonna take over on the main lead scenario, and of course we are mainly afraid of grass types up in front, so here is where the backline comes in pretty clutch. I really like Registeel as a safe switch because not only it can threat pretty much anything, even against the fighters it has a solution, but also it carries the move Zap Cannon which can debuff the opponent, then Quagsire can go in, stack and load on energy, and right after we can finish off whatever remains with Alola Sandslash. So this team is obviously gonna be weak to double fighting, but to be honest I really like my odds even on that scenario because most double fighting lines are having a Lantern up in front, so that Quagsire can definitely handle that threat. So you can see that this team has a lot of play against a lot of leads, and right here we're gonna have Lucario coming up pretty clutch against our Steel type, but of course we can still finish it off with one shot and the following Focus Blast. We did not even use Alola Sandslash on this first battle, so let's see what the next battle has to offer because we have to use it. It is on the thumbnail after all. A very bad lead on the face of Ferrothorn, and we're gonna switch out immediately to our Registeel. Did I say immediately? That was a lie. You have to stay in a little bit just to see how they will respond over here, and then go for the switch out to that Registeel because you might want to catch something like a Power Whip, and if you can do it, well, things can always work towards your advantage. So right here we're having now the Focus Blast for big damage and lethal damage on the Lantern, and we managed to grab a shield. This is looking pretty awesome for us because now they cannot farm down and they still need to spend some energy. Immediately going in now with the Quagsire. I know they have some energy to spare and I will not let them do it, so one shot down the Lantern with a simple Mud Bomb, immediately switching out to my Sandslash, and even though they have double grass for my Quagsire, we got a severe counter to both that Ludicolo and of course the Ferrothorn. I'm pretty sure that all we have to do here is to block the potential Thunders, and right after we can finish off even the Ludicolo with this, because with Razor Leaf they cannot get to those charge attacks fairly fast. And also on the plus side, even if they get to the charge attack, they will do it only once, and of course it is gonna be resisted whatever they throw over here other than the Hydro Pump of course, but I do not think they're gonna get there anytime soon. So those Ice Punches are really adding up in damage, and Alola Sandslash is an amazing Pokemon as well to use for this cup. Even against a Mud Boy can do a lot of solid work. It is mainly afraid of Mowiles, Macargos, and perhaps the fighters, which are gonna be everywhere, so not perhaps absolutely gonna be afraid of those. So another bad lead against another Ferrothorn. This time I make the mistake to immediately switch out. I should have stayed in, farmed up a little bit of energy, and now I'm gonna bring Registeel into the battle. So with that in mind, that was a mistake for sure, and we can reach now to the Focus Blast for big damage on the Quagsire, but of course they can finish us off whenever they want to. So here comes now another Mud Bomb to deliver the finishing blow against our Metal Trash Can. So right here I decide to go in, I believe, with Quagsire because there is no reason not to do it, and of course they're gonna hit us with a few moves. We do not want to get another Mud Bomb, I believe, which might be a mistake. We might want to have another Mud Bomb because we're expecting that Ferrothorn to return, so it all depends on what they have as their third Pokemon. I'm just gonna stay in here with my Sandslash, seeing that they're gonna go with the Power Whip. It is pretty obvious that at the back they have something weak to my Sandslash as well, and it is gonna be the Pelipper. So Pelipper is kinda problematic, okay, because even though we resist those flying moves, the Weather Balls are still gonna do a nice chunk to my Pokemon. So all we have to do here is to pressure for those shields. They decide to spend only one shield so far, so they have one more remaining at the back. We got to respect the damage from the potential Weather Ball, and of course it is my turn now to go for the Ice Punch, trying to undercharge in case they want to go ahead and let it go through, but of course they're gonna block. And right after, I believe that even if they return to the battle with that Pelipper, they can definitely have the upper hand no matter what, since shields are down. So Power Whip here is just gonna destroy me down, and of course we have to reach the double Ice Punch, but we cannot, we already knew that, and this Power Whip will just finish me off. off. Perhaps I could have a chance if I could throw the Ice Punch, I'm not sure though, but I don't think so, yeah. So anyways, Mobile in the next one, we're having of course a positive lead scenario. All we have to do is to stay in and try to go for those Mud Bombs. That was obviously gonna be just a power punch, over farming a lot just in case they want to go for the switch out or want to play the long game with the shields, but of course they're just gonna sacrifice it in the process. This makes me think that whatever there is at the back might be also weak to my Quagsire, that's why I want to protect it for the end game. So right here I'm just gonna go in with my first steel type, of course this is gonna be Registeel, and with that in mind we're just gonna try to take a shield out of this Ferrothorn before they switch out, since they're getting a little bit too greedy. They also sacrificed a little bit of energy, which is weird, but it kinda makes sense since they have at the back a Pokemon like Lantern, and we can manage to take both of them shields out of play. This is looking pretty promising for our team now, because we have the Quagsire, which can definitely two-shot down this Lantern in no time at all. We have already the energy needed for that. And I'm pretty sure that as soon as we saw there, we merge into the battle with the Sandslash, they will back out, so that is going to be another great game for our team. So another Ferrothorn, are you kidding me? We cannot catch a break with that Quagsire, so it is going to be either a very good lead against the Mobile or a very bad one against Ferrothorn, as it seems. Now that I'm seeing the battles, I didn't even think about how many Ferrothorns I was having up against me. So anyways, let's see how well we can do here, because once again we're gonna stay in a little bit more and we can take a shield as well out of this Ferrothorn since they're getting a little bit too greedy. We can survive the Mud Bomb, which is impressive, and right after deliver a nice amount of damage to this Quagsire. I'm pretty sure that going in now with the Quagsire is the optimal choice, and because they had a Pokemon like a Ferrothorn up on the lead, I'm not expecting a second steel type, so not gonna be something like a Lucario or a Scavalier, so this means that my Sandslash is most likely gonna be very safe at the end. Okay, I lied. Okay, they have a Mobile, so they can absolutely melt me down if they want to. However, we got double Drill Run over here, and one Drill Run will be more than enough to destroy down Mobile. So here comes now the Ice Punch. This will do some real nice pressure on their side, and they have to start blocking. So here comes the move, but of course we have Quagsire, and we know that we can outspeed to the next move. We are already there actually, and that's gonna be a great game to end this battle against a very bad lead as well. So into the next one now, and we're having a Mobile, yay! So it is either a Ferrothorn or a Mobile, so at least this time it is a very good one. And they have a Fortress at the back, so this is a really nice Pokemon, I like it a lot, and I don't know why I didn't play it so far. So this trainer is definitely using some off-meta spies over here, and we're trying to drop them to no HP with a Zap Cannon, but to my surprise they can even survive it so much. So this Pokemon is kinda defensive, and the Earthquake, if we can block it correctly, which we do by the way, we can simply go ahead and complete the farm down with those Locons. So here comes out the Rock Tomb. I was pretty sure this was not the Earthquake, so right after the Zap Cannon is imminent on whatever remains at the back. Of course they're gonna return to the battle with their Mobile. Unfortunately I cannot bring them to no HP with my Focus Blast, but still I have to call it here, cannot be a player afraid, just a Power Punch, and of course right after those Mud Bombs are gonna take those shields out of play. At the back they have Ferrothorn, and I think that we are looking at a pretty solid win for our team. Of course though the battle is not over yet, we have to stay till the end to see how this is gonna unfold, so Ice Punch is coming up and we have to focus on those back-to-back moves. I'm pretty sure that they can definitely thread a shield out of my Sandslash as it seems, and right after we are gonna be able to completely farm down. Let's see together. No, they're getting super close actually, but still they have just a Mobile, we got a Quagsire, and of course this is looking pretty promising for us. Gonna reach here to the Drill Run for the overkill against this Mobile. They cannot farm down, actually they can, but since we got Quagsire alive and well, we're just gonna take this victory with us. into the final one, trainers, and guess what? Another Ferrothorn, another bad lead for our team. But we're having an ABP team style around this Ferrothorn, and we're gonna try to bring them to no HP in no time at all. So Lucario here is gonna emerge out of nowhere, and we're having the Zap Cannon. So Zap Cannon here is definitely gonna do a lot of solid work up against them, because not only we can grab the shield, but also we can apply the debuff on their side, which means that whatever they throw might be easily be taken by our Quagsire, but because they're having a lot of energy, I decided to spend at least a shield for a potential Shadow Ball. They were getting to the bait, pretty smart choice to be honest, and now they have the Ferrothorn up against my Sandslash. So is it gonna be a triple steel line here? And it is, trainers, and this time with Mobile. How can we possibly win this one? So we managed to get to the big nuke against this Mobile in no time at all. Hello Mobile, goodbye Mobile, and of course right after we're gonna reach with our spiky Pokemon to those back-to-back Ice Punches. They can easily farm down, but to be honest, we still have a Mud Bomb worth of energy, so this is gonna be a crucial one, and we can land it effectively, so that is gonna be the amazing ending for this video. So that is gonna be all for today, trainers. Thank you for watching and for staying till the end. Just be sure to leave a huge like before you go, and of course consider subscribing to my channel if you want to see more of my content. And speaking of my content, well, I have 2 videos for you to check out, so feel free to do so, and I will see you all into the next one.